Alright everybody, welcome to another Oblivion mod playthrough. It is I, Xilestar, and today we're going to be playing the Fight for Castle Ravenpride, I think is what its name is. Okay, so first of all, I wanted to mention something beforehand, before we get started with this mod, because we can actually choose when to start it. So first of all, we do not have the immersive first camera mod, because I actually had a bunch of frickin' issues. So, I just updated my Windows version. So, instead of running, I think it's, like 23H2, it's now 24H2. Unfortunately, that breaks OBSC, which means I have to load from OBSC now instead of Oblivion, which unfortunately means that I ran into a bunch of issues with this UI mod and a bunch of other stuff too. So, I went ahead and tried to troubleshoot with somebody else that I know that plays Oblivion modded, and we went through a whole bunch of other shenanigans, kind of think we were going bouncing ideas back and forth kind of thing. And so I just decided to, you know what, it's not recommended, or it wasn't recommended, to load Oblivion from the script extender, but I said, you know what, whatever, I'm grasping at straws here, let's just go do it. So I do it. It works. The UI is here. Why is this a thing? I don't know. But it is. It works now, so that's good. So another thing is that I went through all of the mods we went through before. Oh, I forgot to get rid of the gold. That's fine. I'll go do that really quick. That just means I have one more thing to get rid of. There we go. Alright. So, I went through all of the mods. As you can see, I went through every mod we've done on the channel, except for episode 2, because I already got the results for that, so I didn't need to worry about any of that nonsense. So these are the results of every fame, infamy, bounty we got, which doesn't really make much sense, but I decided to go bounty anyway, and the gold we received. Now, the fame and infamy is what I've obtained through this playthrough kind of thing. So I started off with 0, because, you know, that's what happens when you have this, right? See that my fame and infamy is 0? That's what happens. So I started off with this character, obviously 0 of everything, so that makes things 10 times easier for us. So as you can see, the fame and infamy of a lot of mods that are very old and not new kind of thing tend to not give you anything. Like, Gaze to Asgard episode 1 and 2, or I think 2008 or 9 or something like that, so they're pretty old. I've just noticed this, like, a lot of the older ones don't really give you anything, and a lot of the newer ones, like, a lot of the older ones give you those, and a lot of the newer ones don't, which is very weird. So here's just a few kind of things that I wanted to mention here, okay? So 1, Bladesong and Knights of the Nine Revelation have question marks next to their numbers. These aren't from the mods, they're from what you require to do those mods. So Bladesong is the Ailswell quest, because you need to do it. The Knights of the Nine Revelation is because you have to do Knights of the Nine. That's self-explanatory, right? Those two ones, according to the wiki, I'm not going to go through those questions to make sure that it's actually correct, because they're not modded, so it doesn't really matter. These actually are the fame and infamy points that you would get from those, right? So the goal is accurate to what the videos are to that point, right? So as you can see, for the total 4, for the top, so for the fame, we would have technically 68. For infamy is 135. Now, technically, we can make this 0. Because if we were to do the 9 way shrines thing, this resets your infamy down to 0. But another thing that I can actually technically do is I can go through my mod and just change whatever. I can just use I think it's one of my way shrines just to quickly do it. It activates all 9 as if it's like yours kind of thing. So there's that too. Bounty, obviously this would be 0 because you don't get a bounty from these quests other than Serving the Dawn, but then again it just removes it, so there's that too. And gold, that's how much gold we should have technically. Yeah, pretty much. I went through all of these very quickly. I think for Heart of the Dead, I went with Cat's route because that's the one I'm more used to. What was the other one that I ended up doing too? Serving the Dawn, I went with what I went with for Farage, so that was fun. Serving the Dawn did something really weird where it gave me 3 extra infamy for some reason, but when I reloaded and just used the console to kill the enemies, I didn't get that 3 infamy. So I'm wondering if it's because I attacked somebody when they're supposed to be aggressive, and so it counted as an infamy point for me. Unsure. But yeah, other than that, I find that a lot of these mods are very misleading in what they could have done. So Heart of the Dead, you should have been given at least some fame, if at anything, because you destroyed an evil relic. You should have gotten at least some fame from that. And same thing with Shroud over Stalwart Manor. I'm actually very surprised about this one in particular, because you were falsely accused of murdering somebody, but yet you don't get anything out of it except for a free manor. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And Haunted House, weird. I mean, Haunted House is weird because, like, you could have, like, the Fighters Guild members would give you a fame point each. There's about, I think there's 5 of them. And I guess maybe the mage, so maybe 6 points might have been pretty cool. I'm not quite sure. Oubliette, debatable. Oubliette is debatable if it should be, if it should give you any fame, to be honest. Because who knew you were in the Oubliette? Like, you know what I mean? At least with Haunted House, you had Fighters Guild members that went with you during the entire journey, and it's like, oh, we're about to, you know, kill Circus or whatever, so we're gonna go do this, right? And, yeah, while I'm in Larada, I think I tried to see both routes to see what happens, and for some odd reason, you don't even get a fame for removing the dark power that Menlarada had, or even if you take it, you don't even get any infamy for taking it. It's really strange. In case you guys read episode 1, I kind of thought it might give you some fame. It didn't, and I was actually kind of surprised. So, the Dungeons of Evelon is a very interesting point. So, the 25 fame is if you destroy the crown. You get 10 fame for destroying the crown, or 15 fame for destroying the crown. And when you pick up the reward, you get an extra, you get whatever it is to become 25, right? So, it's either 10 or 15, right? At that given moment. But if for the infamy part is if you take the crown, you get the bonuses during the days. I think it's like 2 weeks, I think, or something like that in game. I don't know, I super sped time and then I got all of the rewards kind of thing, and that's what my infamy became, and I was like, okay, cool. Cool beans. Alright, so obviously, with that all done, let's go to the game. Alright. So, this is the save before I did any of the mods, so we only have the we got as much bare bones as much as possible. We have Knights of the Nine Revelation, so we can do all of the selling and all that stuff like we could before. I also kept Bladesong because Tess is a cool companion, and out of any other companion mod that I would have, Tess is obviously the best because she can auto-repair her stuff, as well as, I think, auto-recharge. I don't really think I need to use the recharge part. Anyway, so here's our character. It has a custom race as a Goldari. Now, it will have a description. I just gotta figure out how to word it for this so that would make sense in the Oblivion world space. But it has no extra skill bonuses, if that makes sense. So every race has like it has like 10 extra points in destruction. This race doesn't have that. Doesn't have that kind of stuff though. It's very generic with the attribute distribution. I think it's equal to what all the other races are, but it has some different caveats to it. I think male and female are identical, but there's two different versions. One's like an elven version of it, and this one obviously is the human version. But one way you can tell between the difference between the two, and this is actually kind of funny though, is the only way you can tell the difference between the two is the ears. This is the only difference you can tell. Because obviously, if you're an elf, you have the elven ears. If you don't, you obviously have human ears. And another thing is that the race also has a cool custom ability. So it has two custom active effects that actually are constantly active. So there's the magical side, which is more towards the elven bloodline, as you can see, elvish bloodline, and the human part, which is more physical, if that makes sense. Which is what I think resist disease is, yes. So both sides are very, very strong in their own way, but you gotta give and take kind of situation. So obviously for the elven bloodline, it's weaker on the human side because you have less of the elvish blood, because obviously you don't have the ears to represent that you're an elf, right? So obviously you're a little bit weak. But for the human side, you have better statistics for certain other aspects, right? And obviously no resist per out. So so pretty much what I did is I took all 8 of the human-like races, technically 7, but I also counted Orc as well, but Orc has no physical characteristics towards this race, so that's pretty much there. So I took everything that made those races pretty powerful, and I took them, put them in a blender, and poured it, and saw what came out, pretty much. So what came out was that the Elvish bloodline for this became the same as what Breton would give you, kind of thing in terms of Fortify Magicka. Now, of course, these are not specifically tailor-made for the Dark King's armor, although I think I have tested it, and I think it works pretty okay, if I remember correctly. So that should be fine. But yeah, pretty much this is all of what we got. Also, before I continue onward and actually, start the mod, I want to show you guys something. I hope this mod actually is reinstalled. Because oh my god, I've been working on getting this whole entire thing done for 2 hours. There's Tess. Is there a book? See? So this is how we know that a book has been read. It'll have a little star. I think that's just a circle, but it's the little like star thing that's above 8 kind of thing. That's what it is above there. So that's how we'll know if we've read a book before. I've done it for every vanilla. All of the DLC books are all read. I kid you not, I literally moved every book into the tree stump and literally clicked on all of them by hand. I found a lot of the DLC books that I had randomly lying around in the DLC locations, and I used those. But of course, that also caused different issues. Anyway. Also, I found out something very interesting about Gareth, but we're just gonna start the mod. Because I don't want to spend too much time on this. Anyway, so I found something very funny about Gareth. If you make your character into a ghost... I don't know if I did this. I don't know if I did it. So I was just gonna do it that way. Anyway. If you set yourself as a ghost, Gareth can still one-shot kill you. So I found out that was pretty fun to find out. Do I still have the bed?
Hey, you look just like your statue.
No, I don't.
The bed is...
Okay, so I still have the bed. Okay, good.
You too.
So you guys are going to be seeing between this mod playthrough and the next a different system of how I'm going to be doing my videos, kind of thing. Okay, so we're just going to wait till this is done then.
Please, forgive my unexpected appearance. Allow me to introduce myself. Aaron Dumond is my name, a nobleman, and bearer of a vast sorrow. Well, I have a rather lucrative offer for a hero of your reputation, with a very kingly reward. But what am I talking about? Of course, you might not be interested.
Of course I am. Go on.
You are? Such an honorable hero as you would be willing to help me, a meager, worried man as I am. I feel honored, my friend. Honored. So, if I might, tell you my tale of woe.
Please do.
I thank you. So please, listen carefully to what I have to say. I purchased some time ago a castle far in the north of Cyrodiil. It should be known to you as Castle Ravenpride. No? Then you might know it better as a prison. But those days are past. The prison is closed. I have bought the castle. Many peaceful and carefree years I spent there, till a bolt of disobedience struck my life in a manner most cruel. Myself and Verius Meradil here, my mage, were the only ones who managed to escape.
What has happened?
It was terrible. 'Twas 9 suns ago, when Castle Ravenpride was attacked by a band of thieves and their captain. They slaughtered everyone. Only we here managed to escape. Marius, my mage, held off as many as he could, until finally they were too many. I had never seen such horror. Surely you understand me. The anger is almost overwhelming. Anger for that Ray Deems, the captain of those thieves. Anger that he took everything from me. Everything I have built and strived for. All gone. Castle Ravenpride must be mine again. Do you understand me?
Yes, of course. Talk to the guards.
The guards? No. That would not be wise. They have enough problems of their own. The list begins with a dark brotherhood, and ends with a normal pilferage. No. The guards will refuse to help me. I know it.
Okay, I don't really... If you think so.
Do you honestly think I haven't tried the guards already? I did. I did. But they said they couldn't help. Maybe in a few months. Or years. It was foolhardy of me to report it to them. And he who does not correct his fault has already committed a second.
So you want me to help you?
The thought did cross my mind. I cannot force your hand. But I beg you, by all that's dignified, will you help me?
Of course I will.
Wonderful. Simply fantastic. Words cannot express my... Many thanks. You are my last hope. I have already formulated a plan. My mage Marius will enlighten you with the details. I think, thus, speak unto him.
Okay. So I wanted to check something really quick, though. I want to see if I actually do have that already set somewhere. Okay, so I was about to click the right button. Alright. No, wait. Is that the button I was trying to look for? No, that wasn't the button. Okay, so I know what the button is now. Alright. Perfect. Okay. I was trying to figure out how to do... if I could do... which is mute my microphone. Because I was going to go get something to drink, but I didn't know if I actually had it. Alright, so... between this mod playthrough and the next, you're going to be seeing something different that's going to be happening in the videos. Now, I don't know how it's going to exactly work, as of course I'm recording now, but I'm going to be doing the editing part of these videos a little bit differently. So for this one, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be bumping up the audio, hopefully, all at once, so it'll be the full video. So if this is like 6 videos or 8 videos or however long it's going to be, then all of it will be bumped up by a little bit kind of thing, and we're going to see how far that goes. Now, if this goes very, very well, then we'll just keep doing this, obviously. This will be much easier for me because, well, the reason why it's going to be much easier for me if I do it all the audio sort of bumping up in one giant chunk kind of thing, instead of going like with smaller chunks, is that while I could cater it towards that 16-minute video kind of thing, it would be much easier if I could just chunk that 2-hour video, throw it into the editor, say, hey, bump up the audio by like, let's say 5% or whatever, and then just let it render however long it's going to take, because then once it goes to the editor once, it'll be faster for me to render the smaller videos because it's already been through the editor once. And I think it also shrinks the file size a little bit, but not by much, depending on the game. But yeah, the only games that this will not affect is currently Pixelmon, which will only be whenever I finish, I think, the type that I'm currently using, I think, or whatever. It will not affect Infinite Fusion because we're currently in the middle of recording, so I can't really... I don't want to change settings mid-recording because then it's like, why do these sound louder than the other ones, right? And because my videos are meant to be played during, like, within a playlist kind of thing, so that way you go from part 1 to part 2, part 3, part 4, that kind of thing. It's going to be kind of weird if part 12 is a lot louder than part 11. Even though to you guys, it's like there's nothing different about it. But at least for this, it's like, okay, like the settings are changing by the mod, right? So it's like, it's okay. So this one will be done with the full thing being done and then being rendered after that to the smaller videos after that. And then after this one, it'll be just doing the smaller videos because I'm going to be doing a smaller mod, so that will be much easier to do. All right.
I am Marius Meridil, mage of Heron Demand. You look congenial. I will explain the plan to you. It isn't very complex, but it is effective. Heron Demand, my lord, has drafted the plan himself. I do feel exceedingly honored to be allowed to take part in it, I can tell you. The plan is... genius meets simplicity, as one should expect of Heron Demand.
Of course, I turn my back on the freaking game, and of course, I have an option. Please tell me the plan.
Yes, well, first know that the leader of the bandits, Redeems, who occupies Ravenpride, is heavily guarded. A difficult battle lies ahead of us. Redeems himself is a fairly good wizard and an excellent fighter. When he engages in combat, he will make himself invisible. That, of course, is a problem. But fortunately, my lord, the Heron Demand, has found a solution. Please listen carefully. There is a helmet, once worn by an ancestor of Demand's. The power of the helmet is to make invisible ones visible. If you wear that helmet during the fight against the cruel Redeems, his invisibility will be broken, and he can be defeated. However, First, the helmet must be recovered from the burial chamber in which it is hidden. The crypt itself is located in an old fort named Redmount, the helmet buried deep within its walls. I can mark the location of the fort on your map. I beg of you, brave the crypt and recover the helmet. Heron the Man and my unworthy self will outfit ourselves in the meantime. I am looking forward to this partnership. Together we will return Ravenpride to its rightful owner. Yes.
Okay. So, I don't know the plan. Quickly load! Alright, there we go. Where do we need to go? We need to go capture blah 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 blah. Fort Redmount. We can go to Hero Hill. But that's not the fun way. The fun way is to use this. Alright, let's go use the fun way.
You're a sneaky looking sword.
I sure am. Okay, game, take a little bit to load. Curse my SSD. Alright. Curse my SSD for loading really fast.
Can I help?
Don't need your help. And... Bye, Chain Hall. Oh. Okay, this is a perfect test. Alright. Need to make sure this is actually not going to try and stream it from my computer. Alright. And... Ow. Alright. Where's the door? What the heck is that? Alright, whatever. There you go. Alright. No, I don't want you to disconnect it. No, okay. Hang on. Go offline then. Now play. Okay, let's see here. Okay, I'm trying to see if that... What the... Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, my word. No. I forgot I have the stupid thing here. Okay. There we go. Yes! It is a Windows issue! Sorry. I just wanted to make sure it was a Windows issue. It is. I am not crazy. It is a Windows issue. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna go mention it to them. Okay. Alright, where am I? Oh. Well, if you're just gonna... It'd make my job easier. Oh, wait, we need to start collecting stuff so we can actually go get some money. Wait, wait. Oh, please tell me it's an OBSC issue and not just a vortex issue. Because if it's a don't tell me like it's a whole entire modding issue. That means the PAL world will be broken. No, it better not be. Ooh, gold. I took the wrong item. You can have your calipers back. Oh, these don't do a lot of damage. Why did I think these would do a lot of damage? And why are these skeletons dead? Like, obviously they died, but, like, why did they, like, stand over here and died? Like, I watched somebody go through this, and they had, like, all their companions and stuff like that, killing all the skeletons and stuff like that. They were dead. And my difficulty isn't the highest, or isn't the lowest, to make sure, like, they had, like, low HP or anything like that. And plus, it's only when I do damage, not when traps do damage. So that's very interesting. Huh. Hi. Zombie. There we go. A zombie is dead. Alright, hang on. I don't have OBS loaded up as my 4 thing. There we go. This will allow me to actually see anything. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, I'm not gonna go pick up every ingredient, though, so... But if I do kill an enemy, I will pick up their loot, though. Well, good news is, the rake still one-shots enemies. Some enemies. Not every enemy, though. Where'd that ebony shield come from? No! Oh, right, by the way, if I were to go and show you guys this, let me go through all this stuff in here for a second, and I'll show you what I mean. I'll show you where my train of thought is, pretty much. So this is all the items that I have set aside. So we have a bow, we have some arrows here with a respawnable chest. It's not respawnable in the way that I like, though. I'd rather script it, but it's fine for now. We have the Dagger of the Chosen. This is the one that will one-shot kill. It works. We have the Heavenly God King's Blade here, which we cannot use because we do not have 100 fame over our infamy, but that's okay. We can work on that. We have the Twisted Light replica. We also have the Armor replica. We also have the Nebula Rift Ring. We also have the Travel Bag that actually is the full working one, I think. And then we also have the Mystical Relic. And, of course, our book. Anything in for here? Oh. What? Oh. Wait, there was a helmet thing over here. Oh. I'll take that. Ow. You hurt me. Oh. Okay, how are these enemies, like, dead? Oh, and I know this is going to go up before I'm even going to be able to, like, before I even write it, kind of thing. Because it'll probably be written soon. Fun. Ah. Just not written right now, obviously. Hang on. Alright. Alright, Wrath of Redmount. Ooh. I found the helmet. Now I have to go back to Meredith and give it to him.
No, hold it! You'll start stones rolling, little stones, and in time they will become bigger and bigger, and then... But you mustn't do that!
Sorry. Who are you?
A helmet and then a rolling. A stone and then a landslide, and everything is destroyed. With a little snatch, something will be ended.
I don't understand you.
No appreciation for Melissa. No one to listen far and wide. Only stones and a snatch and a landslide and an end, and then nothing more.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, I did edit the mod. Yeah, so it's hidden. Awesome. Can I jump? Jump. There we go. Is there anything over here, though? Any secrets? Any secrets in here? Any secrets? Oh, there's a visible wall there, though. I wonder why you put invisible walls here. There must be something secret. There's a secret. Not a lot of stuff there, though. Secret. What's over here now? Yeah, we're not even going that... Hi. Why is a zombie having, like, is extra beefier than a headless one? Don't get me wrong, I know why a zombie is stronger than a headless one, but, like, why is it that much stronger? Oh, what's this? Okay. Oh, okay. Ah! That's pretty cool. Put the doublet. Nothing else in there. I mean, I can take the silver stuff. They do sell for a lot, but like they're not really worth my time kind of thing to go get. Yeah. Okay. Anything over here? A troll. It's a big one. It's a big troll. It looks very tiny though. It didn't last long though. He got some calipers. Isn't there a troll that always has calipers or tongues or something like that? Did you just copy that one and just name it Big Troll? It doesn't look any different in terms of size. It's about the same size. Oh wait, I think I backtracked. Over here is where I need to go. Yeah. All right. All right, where are we going? We are heading back to Bruma. All right. Let us fast travel there. And by fast travel, I mean... Oh. By fast travel, I mean launch myself into space. I have launched myself over Bruma's airspace. Bruma will soon get the nuke, which will be us. I don't have a nuke spell, do I? I think I did at one point, but I think I got rid of it. Oh, I do have Pulse, though. Is it Pulse? It's Pulse, I think. Yeah. Pulse is my nuke, but I don't really use Pulse that much. I think I used it in my just running through every mod, though, just so that I would have an AoE spell. I would just be able to get rid of everything. Oh. Not what I want. No. Game. Game. Don't be silly. I didn't want to lockpick it, so don't make me lockpick it. Yeah, while I'm writing the story thing, or not the story, the sheet, which I will also be adding if we gain any fame or infamy, which will be pretty easy because obviously I'm starting at 0.
You have returned with the helmet?
I'm currently wearing it.
I knew you would succeed. It is no wonder. My Lord Heron Demand has conceived the plan. How wonderful. Remarkable. A true genius.
What do we do next?
Well, yes, it's very simple. First, we three must travel to the path which leads to the castle. Here it is on your map. Let us make haste.
What is with your sword?
Go ahead, my friend. Castle Ravenpride awaits.
The lip looks very weird with it. Alright. Whatever, buddy. Where we need to go? Castle Ravenpride is over here. Got it. I know where to go. We're going over here. That's not my statue. There's apparently a way you can reset it, but I'm not quite sure. And they broke. Because they are very, very slow. Hold on. Guys, this is a door. You go through it. There you go. They found out how to use a door. Oh my word. AI is going to take over the world. They gotta learn how to go through doors first. Hello, Bandito. Don't worry, I have something for you. I have a astronaut with your name on it. Go, Frosty! Frosty, you're supposed to beat them up. Come on, Frosty. You can do it. I am so glad I actually got this to work. I literally have been stuck on it for like 2 hours now. Just trying to get this to work. And I'm just so glad that I was able to find out the solution. Which of course was like, forget everything you know and just go with whatever makes... just forget everything you know and do the opposite of what you would do. I literally spent so long just troubleshooting, figuring out what the fucking solution is, and I found it, but it's not the solution that I would think it would be. It was a different solution. Oh my word. I was about to tear my hair out, literally. Like, that's literally where it was going towards. Is that another bandito? Frosty, deal with that one. No! Frosty! Oh, wait, I didn't loot that bandit, did I?
Whoa! You do realize I've been holding back? Yeah!
Did that bandit just say they were holding back? Found him, end. We're in the wrong department. I didn't loot that bandit. Like I should have. Where did we kill them? Oh wait, it was before I had the watch. Should be about over here somewhere. Over here. Yeah, they're there. Alright. I forgot to loot you. I don't even know if he had a one-handed weapon or not. I don't see anything. We're just gonna say that we collected everything. You're slow. You caught up, though. That was really good. You guys left Frosty all by himself. So he left. That's not very nice. Okay, so where did you guys kill it? There you go. This was Frosty's handiwork. I definitely tell that. The weapon is gone, though. Where did the weapon go? Oh, there it is. Mace. Is that enchanted? Or is it just a Daedric mace? Just a Daedric mace, okay. Is this actually any different? Maybe. Doesn't look like it's any different. Huh, alright. Alright, Rake. Kill the deer. Alright. We found the pathway, I believe. Uh-oh. Alright. The ogre's dead. Alright.
Go ahead, my friend. Castle Ravenpride awaits.
Yeah. Are you gonna say anything?
Are we ready to go? Just follow your map.
I don't know. We are here. We're at the pathway. Got nothing to say about it? Castle... Oh.
Here we are. I would like to thank you again for assisting me on this dangerous journey. Our next step is to cut off Ravenpride's supply lines and to cover our backs from attack. The castle is supplied with food over a ramp, which is established at the cliff, over which everything is pulled upward. The end of that slope is the supply depot, located underneath the embankment, where we'll now take control of. Thus, this raid deems will be cut off from his supplies, and we cannot suddenly be ambushed from behind. Onwards, my friend. After that, I will tell you more.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say more. Anyway. Let's go. Probably heal, though. I hope this is the right way. Okay. And this is why I don't go with terrain like this.
Where are you?
Oh. Hey, Heron Demand, do you want to deal with those guys? Where's your mage, buddy? Oh, he's not very smart now, is he? Oh, nope. Nope. Speak of the devil. He grew conscious. Very good. Alright, buddy. Let's go.
Who's there?
Hi, Rio Bar. Aril. Nilius Berriger. Fortinius. Or Fortinus, I don't really care. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh! Well, he's dead. Well, that happened. Oh, no, wait, he's alive! Alright. Buddy, you know what? No, I don't really care for you guys. I don't really care. Alright. How about I bolster you, though?
This ends here.
Uh-oh. Alright. What? Okay. Well, blackened. Just looks like the normal Blackwood Company armor, though. Come on, guys. I dealt with 2 of them. I'm just gonna throw everything in here. Just throw everything in here right now. I don't really care right now. Just wanna watch the battle, kind of thing. Come on.
This ends here.
I dealt with 2. You can't even deal with 2 of them. There was 4 you couldn't deal with them. I took care of 2 of them, and you guys can't even handle 2 of them.
Do your worst.
Oh my word, man. Can I switch sides? Ooh, what's this? What the? Okay. How much is it actually? 3 and 2? 5 and 2? No, I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say 3 and 2. There's no way that was like 5 of them right there. Oh my god, you guys dealt with 1 of them! I'm so proud of you guys. I want the...
You'll never take me down.
Hi, real. Right. Wee. Ow. Oh my word, you guys did it! You killed 2 of them! Don't worry, guys. Everybody has a problem.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we dealt with the supply area, right?
We should follow my lord. Heron.
Did we not do it? Oh.
That was all. Much easier than I originally anticipated. And now, for the next part of our plan, which is perfectly simple. We will now go upward to the gates of Ravenpride, where Marius Meridil would tear it down with his magic. Please, lead on. Just follow the path.
Alright, now that that's happened, alright, let's go. Whee! I like how the fringes are like classic Windows. Oh. What the? Oh no, don't tell me I have to wait for them. Alright. Well, there's the mage. You're first! Oh, don't tell me Heron is walking and not running. Enable player controls. Oops, there's no space. Controls. Did I not spell it right? Controls, thank you. There we go. Perfect, buddy. Alright.
The bridge. Here we must be careful. The guards in the hut have surely heard the noise from the supply depot. Proceed. But be warned. I sense an ambush.
Because you guys took too long to deal with them. Alright. Don't worry, guys. I'll be able to get past them. How did the bridge watch? He's down again. This is so fucking funny. How are you this bad? Hang on, hang on. There you go. How about I buff you? There you go. You're now buffed. Invisible advancement. Ah. Hello, Thorvin. You after me? Ow. Thorvin, you jerk. Oh, you think you could circle strafe me, buddy? Oh, you can't circle strafe this. Get down here, Thorvin. Circle strafing jerk. Bye. A laugh near. Oh no, it's a laugh. Alright. Aldoon, alright. Okay, come on, I dealt with 4 of them. You two are buffed! I buffed both of you! How are you not able to handle an archer, of all things? These NPCs are freaking dumb! Why are you running? Oh my god, you guys are like the worst NPCs I've ever seen. Especially in Oblivion, of all things. What the heck? Okay, I'm gonna turn on the light, though. It's getting pretty dark in here. Like, what the heck? Did you guys just fly in from Stupid Town or something like that? Like, what the heck is going on here? Okay, we dealt with the bridge.
Go ahead,
Like, I practically dealt with the bridge. You guys are just worthless. I swear, if these two NPCs need to be like literally need to be like unconscious because they're really, really bad, I'm gonna be laughing my head off. Like, they need to be essential because they're really bad. Yeah, I had to make Heron Demand like essential as well as Marius because they're just terrible NPCs. I just can't get them to be like really good, competent NPCs. It's like, yeah, I can tell. How are you guys gonna be able to path up here? Oh, I guess it's easily pathable. All right. Yeah, this is to get up to a castle, by the way. Like, this doesn't look like it's a very good castle walkway. Okay, that looks so super sketchy, though. That looks like literally like refugees built it. What the heck is that over there? What the? Were you guys already up here? Okay, you guys are already up here. Yeah, what's that? Oh, now you're not gonna try and run over there. Oh, what's that over there? That's weird. Anyway. Hey, buddy. Are we... Okay, we're not... Oh. Oh.
So, now I take part in the game. You don't know how happy I am to have such a role in the story. Wonderful!
That's not
My
the right
lord,
role.
Heron Demand has entrusted me to destroy the gate. Can you imagine? This small, insignificant, and miserable mage is given the honor to execute this crucial step. It isn't completely innocuous, though. I am prepared for that. There could be invisible enchantments on the gate, which could be quite dangerous. But my lord, Heron Demand, has graciously allowed me to destroy the gate anyway. And by the 9, I will do it. Just trust me. In few minutes, you'll be able to storm the keep.
Cool.
Please, stay back out of harm's way. You are more important than me. My lord is more important than me. He is more important than anything. Please stay back, my friend. It will be over in a moment. In a moment, it will all be over.
He's repeating lines. I think he got knocked down.
He's dead. How unfortunate. Let us get underway. The gate has nevertheless been destroyed when it was struck by the lightning.
But to what expense?
Expense? Marius Meridier's life? Is that what you mean?
Yes, he died for us.
Aye, well, I am deeply touched and saddened by his sudden passing. Isn't that enough? We have no time to lose.
He knew he would die.
Right. So what? He brought down the gate. If he knew he would die thereby, you cannot blame me for his actions. How could I have known?
You did! He wanted your admiration.
So, he met certain death in order to gain my admiration. Such a bootlegger.
That's it!
You tell me he came to me because he needed someone to look up to. Disgusting.
You were cruel.
I advise you to shut your cheeky mouth right now. Otherwise, I cannot guarantee your safety.
My safety? You went unconscious 80 times!
He has failed. But my contempt, he earned himself perfectly. Now, go to the keep. Above, that Redeems awaits us. Wear the helmet when you face him.
That's it, I'm killing this guy. Hang on. No. No. You're more useful like this. You're more useful like this, to be honest. Sorry, buddy. He doesn't deserve you. I'll take this. I'll leave you with your clothes, at least. There you go. Honestly, that guy deserves to die. Door's been barricaded, okay. I wonder if that's a trap. No! No! Go down. What the fuck? There you go. No. You stay down.
Back off!
He gets up. Back off. No. Going to the key. Hit. Nice. Oh, hi.
Oh! Yeah! Yeah!
You don't get any glory.
You die!
Alright, buddies.
Yeah!
Cool. Yeah, you don't deserve any of the glory now. You don't... No, just stay down already. Anything over here? No, not really. Alright. Guards' quarters? Let's see what's in the guards' quarters.
I fought
dead people.
more fearsome than you. Ah!
Why did you jump? There was no reason for you to jump. There was no reason for the AI, for the model to jump like that. There was no freaking reason. Why? Why did he jump all of a sudden? Atrophy? Damage? Help? Okay, I mean, like, if you say so. Actually, I should split this into two, though, because then it'll just give me more of an excuse to actually need to edit anyway. Oh, that one needs a key. Oh. Oh, that's a vanilla parchment. Alright. Ooh. Alright, is this... I don't know where Redeems is. I think it's this one. No? Ooh. We got cool stuff over here. More parchments. Nothing in there. Just more parchments. Nothing in here. Alright. Alright. So, here is what happens when you do not have the helmet equipped. Oh. It's not... Huh? Oh, is he supposed to have a dialogue message or something like that? But because he's knocked unconscious down here, he's not...
There are the apartments of the lords. If you ascend this ladder, you will get to the top of the keep. There, Redeems will wait for you, invisible. So wear your helmet, otherwise you'll stand little chance. When he is dead, come back here. I will watch your back.
Are you sure about that? I don't believe you for one freaking second. I'll watch your back. More like you're gonna be the one stabbing it.
So there is our little hero who wants to take my castle. Oh, but wait. He's not able to see me. How unfortunate for him.
Whoops. What?
What? I'm visible. What have you done?
What?
Managed to kill the bandit leader and need to report Heron to Mend about this success. Oh, I think it should say to Heron to Mend. Be happy to hear that from his team again. Hang on a second. Can the helmet be dropped?
Why do you bother me?
So there is our little hero who wants to take my castle. Oh, but wait. He's not able to see me. How unfortunate for him.
Whoops. What? Okay, that's a bit iffy there. I guess this is not poorly. I guess this is just poorly scripted. All right. All right. Just not good scripted, I guess. It should be a trigger area that scans for the helmet in your inventory. All right.
You've returned. That means that Redeems is dead. Am I right? You can't imagine what this means to me.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
As much as I would like to relish our victory, the final battle is not yet finished.
Oh?
Many of Redeem's party barricaded themselves into the old mines. I warn you, they won't be few. And in an open assault, you wouldn't stand a chance. There are simply too many. If we were to somehow trap the thieves in the mine, if you block the entrance, they will not be able to flee. That is the final task we must do. That you must do in truth.
I want to kill you
Close
so
the
badly.
mine. Seal the entrance. When that is done, I will reward you as promised. Good luck, my friend.
The way you said the "my friend" at the end makes it sound like you're not my friend. Which makes a lot of sense. Ow, that hurt. Poor fool. What?
Stop! Please listen to me!
Hey, you have been in Red Mount. What?
Fort Redmount. Yes, I was there. I was a bit... well, I suppose you could describe it as being confused. I guess you didn't exactly understand what I was trying to tell you.
You were babbling. Of course I didn't.
I wanted to warn you. When you took the helmet, you actually caused a landslide. Figuratively spoken. And I failed.
Huh?
I wanted to warn you, but I failed. And now, you killed Heron de Mend. He is dead.
Oh! I came here with him!
The person with whom you came was not Heron de Mend. The real de Mend lies in his own blood at the top of the keep.
Naked.
The man you followed, who you thought was Heron de Mend, he is the bandit leader Redeems. Do you understand? A cruel trick was played on you. The bandit leader Redeems wanted to conquer Castle Ravenpride.
I don't know why you couldn't take it over.
He wouldn't have made it with only his mage Marius. And because of that, he talked to you.
I mean, that makes sense.
He posed as Heron de Mend and conceived that story. That Redeems, actually he himself, had captured Ravenpride. He knew that he would need you now in order to recapture the castle. And of course, you trusted him. What else could you have done? You helped the bandit ringleader to capture Castle Ravenpride. And to kill the castle's lord. And now it seems to be your turn to die.
But...
Redeems sent you to the mines to block the entrance, yes. And with your return to the keep, he will set a trap for you. Actually, I should say you had deserved it.
What?
But it was my fault. I failed in Redmount. And because of that reason, I will help you to atone for everything. In the mines there is the current highest graded officer of Ravenpride. Tell him everything. Tell him that you want to help him. If he does not agree,
Kill him.
then confront him with what his and your failure could cause. Ravenpride in the hands of a bandit ringleader, and your death. However, the officer is guarded. There are approximately 10 guards left in the mines. You would not stand a chance. Therefore, you have to invoke a silent method. Are you good at sneaking?
Yeah.
Then this should help you. Wear these boots and you will stand a chance to succeed.
Sure,
Well
we'll see what
then,
this is.
nobody may see you. If the guards detect you, they will kill you immediately. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Sneak to the officer, make him help you, and stop Redims.
That sounds dangerous.
Fate does not ask us for our opinion, you know. If somebody wants to kill you with a knife, you won't save yourself by closing your eyes. You survive by fighting for your life, and that is what you will do now.
Okay. Okay. Hang on, okay. Turn, save. What does the other dialogue option have for us? Oh my word, no wonder he was so incompetent. It wasn't even the real Heron Demand.
Stop!
I should have freaking known that. As I'm getting sneaky.
Well then, nobody may see you. If the guards detect you, they will kill you immediately. Keep that in mind. Sneak to the officer, make him help you, and stop Redims.
That sounds dangerous.
Fate does not ask us for our opinion, you know. If somebody wants to kill you with a knife, you won't save yourself by closing your eyes.
Well, if I don't see it, it can't
Survive
happen.
by fighting for your life, and that is what you will do now.
Imagine if that's how you actually win Dark Souls-like games. Oh no, this boss is really hard. If I don't see it, it can't kill me. The boss just looks at him and goes, oh, he has his eyes closed, I can't kill him. It's like, yes, I knew it. What do the boots do? 50 points? I mean, that would be able to do it. I mean, 50 points of sneaking is actually pretty good.
You will not get me. We will crush you like worms.
Hi. He set off the trap beforehand. A guard stood in front of me when I entered the mine, but since he was very afraid after seeing me, he accidentally triggered a deadly trap which killed him. The way is free now. He tripped the trap before he even got there. He turned around, he tripped the trap, and then the trap had a delay on it. Dude, if that's literally how your traps are, I'm pretty sure anybody could bypass you. That is so hilarious. And I want to see if you can even do this with sneaking. I've always used chameleon or invisibility. I want to see if you can actually sneak there. Let's go here. I should use Night Eye, though. Okay. How are you supposed to... What the... Where is the path you're supposed to choose? That's obviously not the right path. I'm a bit lost here. Oh no, he's in the other area. Wait, he's over there? Where the heck am I going? I haven't even replayed this mod though, so I'm a bit lost as to... Oh, that's not good. It seems like the perfect spot for it having one of them here. Where did I come out of here? Okay. Hi, buddy. How you
You're
doing?
a sneaky-looking sort.
It's Drathis! Wrong spelling! Okay, I look super suspicious now with all my names now.
You! You don't belong to us. You were there with those felons! Guards!
I only played this mod twice. There's no way my brain thought that you would be a lot better than I. Anyway, please listen to me.
I'd prefer placing a knife at your throat. What reason could you give me that I shouldn't execute you at once?
I want to atone for my sins! Because Ravenpride is lost then!
Aha! How enlightening. Would you be so kind as to explain yourself?
Tell him everything!
So it's Redeems. That's why. And he called himself around the man, you say? That imposter. You should spike him alive! Just to save our children from his misdeeds. He's a monster. And the monster needs to die.
So you believe me?
No, I don't.
Dang, man.
However, you brought me so far that I won't kill you now.
Yeah.
For the time being, anyway.
I wanted to kill him, but it wouldn't let
What
me.
you say is true. This is a chance to destroy that plague named Redeems. You will accompany me outside now. You will lead. I won't have someone like you at my back. Go!
Does that mean I can just run out? Let's run out. Hi, everybody. Where's the main entrance, though? There was 2 guards in front of it. I'm gonna guess it's over here. No, there was 2 guards, like, right next to each other. Probably over here. Aha! There we go. Yeah, that wasn't me. Your guy ran away, and I don't even know how to explain it. Alright, Drathis. What?
You did destroy the gate well, it seems. Good lord. And now? Where's Redeems?
He's in the keep.
What are you waiting for? Go on! If it's a trap to kill me, the guards are here now. You would have no chance of getting out here alive.
I don't know, I can one-shot all
I
the way
advise
before.
you not to try anything funny.
Well, that's funny you should say that. What? What happened?
Oh no! This Dark is getting away! Down there at the bridge! He's fleeing from us! So you were lying. I knew it!
What? No, I haven't done anything like that.
And how would you explain this mess, then? Redeems isn't inside the keep because he's running across the bridge right now. Nevertheless, you've just forfeited your life.
Forfeited? Stop! Don't kill me!
Why not?
Stop shouting at me, because it saves no one.
Perhaps understanding the consequence is the best way to acquit yourself of it. Maybe I should spare you, just to avenge the death of my lord in proper manner, who you killed in blindness. Well, you're right. No one is helped if I killed you now. You need to execute Redeems. But unfortunately, it's already...
Already what?
gone too far to catch him by walking down the stairs. You cannot catch him that way.
Watch me.
You have to go down over the ramp, quickly. You know, the ramp that ends at the supply depot. But I advise you to go slowly. If you run, it could have painful consequences.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
Kill Redeems, sword against sword. If you fail and still live, don't dare return.
Okay, so he wants you to go down here, okay? Hang on. Buddy, hang on. What the? Game, if you're just gonna put an invisible wall there, that's cheap. Let's go. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I didn't die! What the? Oh my word, I didn't die. That's actually kind of funny. Hi, Redeems. Is he even here? Redeems is probably gonna go down and go, how the heck did you beat me? Did I lose? Did he actually... Has he left the area? There's no way he has left the area. Where is he? Huh? That's kind of weird. Did I get down so fast that he didn't register it? Now that's Echo Cave. Maybe if I wait an hour, he'll load? That's a bit weird. Is it because I tried to run towards the other side and then it just kicked something in? Well, that's very strange. But this is why we save.
What's the matter?
Alright. What? Ah, okay. I didn't get the dialogue, probably. I didn't get the quest log update, probably. No? Hang on, this is actually kind of throwing me off here. He's not there.
You traitor! You have united with that scum in order to fight me.
There he is. You are the betrayer!
You filthy little mud crab! How dare you offend me? The time for you to die has come!
How did you know all the things?
What? That you fraternize with the captain? I was forewarned by a strange woman. She called herself Melissa. She told me that you would come with the captain you were ordered to kill. So I fled. But you have torn my plan to shreds. And now I'll drown those shreds in your blood.
What? Good. Very weird. Alright. I honestly was about to say, though, this mod might be a little longer than I actually thought it was, but nope, it's actually done now. Pretty much. Did we get anything? No, not really. I'm not too surprised, to be honest. This mod may be old, though, but, like, again... It's not like the bandits were already here and then we liberated it for them, right? So... Can't even... What? Okay, I'm confused here. Don't tell me this is just another one of those NPC weird things again. Don't tell me, like, Melissa was supposed to, like, talk to us. And then the game just glitched and just made her not able to do so. Hang on. Alright. Confused here. Alright. There he is. You're the betrayer, blah 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 blah. There you are.
He is dead. That is... good.
No thanks to you, traitor, you warned him.
Why do you make accusations while knowing only half the truth? I wouldn't have warned Redims without a reason. You made the officer help you, but you would have died anyway. Had you gone back to the keep together with the officer, Redims would have killed you. You wouldn't have escaped his trap. He lurked in the darkness inside of the keep. Certainly, as soon as he would have striked, the officer would have killed him. But Redims would have been able to kill you without the slightest hesitation. Make no mistake about that. I know of what I speak.
No, you don't!
I saw only one chance to save your life. I had to warn Redims about you. When he heard that you had allied with the guards instead of trapping them, he fled. He ran as fast as he could from the castle to this place, and now you have defeated this horror. Well done.
You don't know anything. You could have told me directly.
Why are you troubled? What's happened has happened. To say what could have been different after the fact is futile. A typical behaviorism of folks who are not pleased that their life was just saved. Which is what I did. Please be grateful and don't complain. Redim's plan aimed to kill you from the beginning. Without me, you wouldn't have survived.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying you could have just done it in a different way. Could have made me, like, aware of it, right? Who are you, actually?
Me? Are you blind or something? It should be completely clear who I am. I don't understand why you don't recognize it.
Please tell me.
I will give you a hint. Listen to the captain. Then you will understand me. Goodbye.
In front of your eyes, pictures suddenly begin. You can see a shape, you hear a voice, not in your ears, but inside your head.
Who I am is easy to answer. My motive, however, needs an explanation. Before my death, I lived at a farm in Cyrodiil. With me always were my father and my brother. While they were working on the fields one day, they didn't know yet that they were being observed. They didn't know yet that their wife and mother had already been killed. That I, their daughter and sister, was held under swords. These men approached suddenly and attacked. My brother tried to resist, but they killed him. My father was no longer able to pay his debts. These men were under the command of Philin Eraton, captain of the guard of Castle Ravenpride, a man of royal blood. But he didn't only want money, he also wanted me. My father and I were captured and brought to Ravenpride. In Ravenpride, my father died, and I cursed for the inheritance. I curse you and your breed and everyone who will rule this castle with hate and brutality! I shouted. Everyone of royal blood who will rest here! Even if you think you wiped out me and my people, I will not rest until an upright ruler of unroyal blood sits upon Ravenpride's throne! And so it was meant to happen. Go in peace and rule this castle with justice. I, Melissa, can rest now, for all eternity.
Okay then. Shortly after Melissa disappeared, I had a vision. What I saw was Melissa's story. Once she lived together with her family on a farm in Cyrodiil, but since her father was no longer able to pay his debts to the Emperor, the prison Ravenpride's former captain Filion Eriton desired her. Melissa's brother and mother were killed, while her father and she were brought into the dungeon of Ravenpride. After her father died in imprisonment, she cursed Filion Eriton. She swore not to rest until an upright ruler of non-royal blood sits on Ravenpride's throne. We already know this. It was in the freaking video. Filion Eriton and Heron Demand both were a succession of royal families, which is why Melissa had hatred towards them and helped me to become lord of the castle. She used me. Melissa is a character which I assumedly will never really understand.
Redeems fell by your hand. Now we can live in peace and be sure of our children's safety. I don't know if I'll be able to forgive your deed someday, though you didn't know what you did. But by killing Redeems, you have at least atoned for many of your misdeeds. And the future of Ravenpride, I cannot predict. Around the man is dead. Also, many of the gods. What shall become of us now?
Do you know the name Melissa?
Melissa? Yes, I know that name. When Ravenpride was a prison, there was a prisoner with that name. She led the third prisoners' uprising and was executed for that. Afterwards, she was some kind of a patron saint of the prisoners in Ravenpride. And they say when the prison Ravenpride was closed and put up for sale, her ghost refused to leave the empty castle, and has laid a protective hand over it since that day. Why do you ask about this?
Without her, Redeems still to be alive.
So, the patron saint of Ravenpride helped you? How? Remarkable. What was her purpose? Perhaps she helped you for a certain reason. Perhaps she wanted you to become Lord of the Castle.
Do you also want me to become this?
No, I would not want someone who has caused so much death to be Lord of this castle. Nevertheless, it has to mean something. I've no wish to attract the wrath of Melissa's ghost. You will be the new Lord of Castle Ravenpride. I declare this as current disposer of the castle. Congratulations.
Okay. Thank you.
As Lord of the Castle, you are allowed to move into the chambers inside the keep. If you want, you can also allow a merchant in here. For that, speak with our smith up in the castle.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, and before I forget it, when I came to Ravenpride, I found some animal skins in the mine, on which someone has written something. Melissa used these as a sort of diary. I copied the text some time ago.
Now the book is in my chest upstairs in the guard's quarters. I'll give you the key. Just read Melissa's diary. After that, you will understand everything better.
Okay. Yeah, so relatively short mod. The battle's not really too great, though. I think it's just a normal NPC. I don't think he'll have any paralysis negation kind of thing. But we can obviously test that out. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he would have such an ability. It seems very odd, though. I think he's just a generic NPC kind of thing. What the? What is with these invisible walls? Anyway. Let's go see what our brand new castle keep thing has in store for us. And go grab the book. It seems kind of weird, though, that like he would have the book in his quarters when he was in the mine. Okay, so we should go to the smith now? Alright, let's see here. Hello? Oh, there he is. Hello? Amadiran?
You are the new lord. Surprising indeed. What do you want?
Merchant?
You're looking for a merchant. You'll have to twist your arm that, I mean, you want to set up a trader here. Oh, don't worry though, I know just the right person. There is an Argonian who recently moved to this country from Morrowind. I've heard he's a very, very wealthy merchant and a bit strange. Maybe strange enough to set up a shop here. You might find him in Skingrad, in the Westweald Inn. Just speak to him. Good luck.
Okay. We'll go do that in a sec. I don't remember if I did that or not. Ooh, trading house. Guessing this is where he would be in? Like if he was here? Cool. Let's go to the keep. Nothing really in here. Alright. Alright, so there should be... Where's that one? Ah, there we go. So the captain's chest, I found Melissa's diary, as well as one of Filian Eriton, former Castle Ravenpride. Oh, okay. His diary portrays how Melissa came to the castle, how Filian became blind in demand of her, and finally how she died during the third prison's uprising, which she led. As a consequence of this revolt, Filian was seated by the Emperor. Ooh. Now the Lord of Castle Ravenpride, elected by a bit strange woman, and for the cost of many human lives, I hope I'll experience much luck here. With the amulet that I've found in the captain's chest, I'm able to travel into my chambers at any time. Okay. By the way, the answer is no, I'm not going to be equipping the amulet. Mine's way better. And shinier. And there's like nothing in here. So there's only 2 books in here? I mean, if you say so. He's still... It didn't even name change him! To Heron de Men. It still says redeems. I guess it's kind of difficult for you to change the name of both of them. But it's fine. Alright, so let's go see what this Argonian is, and then I'll be right back after I go and switch around the, after I go and figure out how much gold we're gonna earn. A lot of stuff, though. So far, no fame or infamy. Very sad. But, to be fair, I wasn't expecting any higher than that. But to be fair, I also don't expect this mod to even have given you any fame or infamy anyway, though. Because, if anything, it would give you more infamy than anything, because you killed all the guards, kind of thing. So we gotta find an Argonian. This is the Two Sisters Lodge, right? Yeah. Does it show a questing? What? Does it want me to go up here? No. Okay, it says Two Sisters Lodge. I'm here. Hello? Did I get it wrong? Oh, West Wealden. Okay, I'm so used to Heart of the Dead. This is it. It's in a different language. It's in a different language. Look at that. Herberg zur Westeben. Yep, this must be it. How could I have gotten this wrong?
What does it want?
That actually sounds really good as an Argonian. Make you an offer.
An offer, is it? What would it like?
How are you a wealthy merchant, but your robe looks tattered? Anyway, I need a merchant.
Where does it need one?
At Castle Ravenpride.
Ah, Ravenpride. Interesting. Why not? I'll come. Free, of course.
You have any gold?
Gold? Me? No, no. What is it thinking? I'll come to Ravenpride. I have my own reasons.
He wants the prison. Amawa? Alright, that's a weird name. Alright, if you say so.
That I'll say. So Imawa goes to Ravenpride. We'll meet there. I just need to bid farewell to an old friend.
Want me to kill them? So it redeems. I've killed him. I was gonna say there's no fast travel point to the Castle Ravenpride. That's really weird. All right. So is this where he is? Yeah. All right. What do you have to say?
Ah, it comes to me in need of some goods.
Yeah. Do you have anything for sale?
It wishes to purchase something. What does it want?
I actually like his voice. It's actually kind of good.
Goodbye.
And then he just ruins it. Repair the gate, you do? No. Guys gotta repair the gate. Is there anything else I really need to do? No. I just want to see if this smith actually has anything.
Ah, a worthy lord. Now what can I do for you? Now that's your choice.
Wow, you really suck.
Farewell.
I love that. Farewell, different voice. Alright, so, yeah, so I'll be right back after I go sell everything. And do everything else. Because, I don't think this will give you much money, to be honest. And would definitely be heavily leveled. Considering the fact that, like, there was, like, what? Not a lot of enemies kind of thing, so... Yeah... Why are you going up? Go down. There we go. Alright. Cash, take all. Alright. This is very fun. There you go. Alright, so... Yeah, before anybody thinks that, I feel like I clicked to not record, I knew I was recording the entire time. This is pretty much all I really need to do. I'm going to throw one of these bows in here. Yeah, I'm going to throw one of the bows in there. I'm going to throw all of these but one pair of boots. All of these but one kierce. All of these... Oops. Just do that for now. That'll make things at least a little bit easier for me later on. Oh, I had an extra warhammer. Cool. Go. I know it's not custom though, but technically it's custom to the mod, so... Yeah. Like, even if it's just like a rename, it's still considered new, right? So let's see. So we start off with 32 gold before he goes and picks up the items, so... Let's go and see what we can get a hold of. Before I go make the list and all that. And he picked up all the items. Yep. Shouldn't be a lot. I'd expect maybe 50k maybe from this. But I think even that's being a little too generous. Yeah, I think 50k is a little bit too generous. Maybe about 25k. I'm gonna still put my money on 50k though. Put money on 50k. Okay. 81k. Wow. All right. So 81931. All right. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, do you guys actually hear that? Nope. You guys don't even get to see the notification. Cool. Alright. Probably do hear it, but you don't see the notification. Yeah, so I put the armor in here. Alright. So, I'm going to be right back after we go to... After, I move everything here, we do the little note thing, and then... Blah, blah, blah. Although... the reward is going to be a bit weird. I haven't done even the Gates to Asgard yet, but I'm going to be doing it later. Alright, so I'm going to be right back once we get started with that. So, yeah. Alright, so, everything should be fine now. Oh, my... Alright, so as you can see, the helmet's working again. Just looks like a normal, typical ebony helmet. It's pretty cool, I guess. Alright, so let us go and to the... I can remember where I needed to go. Oh, right, teleport home. Alright, so let's go take a look at the sheet before we take a look at the items. I want to also do a little bit of a treasure hunt as well, because apparently there's some items that I did not know actually exist. And then there's other testing items too. Well, I say testing, they're not really testing exactly. So the fight for Castle Ravenpride, that's what the mod's name is. Alright, so here's what it says. So on the mod page, it says that it doesn't have a level requirement. I'm gonna believe it, and I'm gonna say that it doesn't require a level. Initial gold requirement, not applicable. You don't need gold to start the quest, so that's pretty much what that is. Modifiable gold requirement. Is there something you have to buy from a shop in order to be able to do that? No, so not really here anyway, and here's where the list would be, kind of thing. Gold reward. Does an NPC give you gold? As far as I saw, I didn't hear the gold noise being made whenever you finish the quest. So there's no gold required, so there's no gold reward, kind of thing. What are the rewards that we got? Well, we got a castle. That's pretty cool. We got armor, which is actually true. We did get armor. We got the blackened, and we got the shade steel stuff, so we did get armor. We got weapons, as you can see here. We did get weapons. I don't know how custom they are, but they are there, right? And then we also got merchants, which we literally had to hire one, but we also have a blacksmith too. So the selling item, total gold accumulated, as you can see, we got 80,000 gold entirely from this mod. But I put 50k, just so that though it's squeezed down a little bit, because again, most of this stuff is leveled. So because I collected a lot of Daedric ebony that have high value, there you go. So all of the stuff that I collect, as long as it's around 3,000 value, that's where this number comes from. So that's why I'm trying to always move it down, kind of thing. You can probably find a merchant mod that gives you even more. You can probably even modify the chest script itself, so that way though it'll give you more gold. But I'm just going to stick with the 3,000 cap and leave it like that, right? So there is also... I also added the two that we're going to be doing after that I'm going to be doing after this, but I'm not going to do that right now. Alright, so let's go do the treasure hunt now. It's apparently for 3 books that we'll be able to see in here. Oh, that's interesting. I did not know that. Alright. Huh, there's 2 redeems as things, and then there's another one. Yes, I found out later on that this is actually a German mod. Boots of Brave Sneaking. Do I still have mine? Or did I get rid of it? Oh, I must have gotten rid of it. Either that or I threw it somewhere else. Because, yeah, so these 3 books we won't be able to get a hold of, if I remember correctly. These are German folk tales, I think, or something like that. So we won't be able to get this. And I don't remember if this is a test one or not. I believe it is, so we're just going to say it is and just leave it alone. But this one we'll be able to do. So let's go to Castle Ravenpride, keep, and let's see what we can find. Alright, so if I remember correctly... Wait, am I wearing heavy armor? No. Okay. So if I remember correctly, you should have a book. I think it's... I looked at it briefly, just so that I know where I would need to look. Is it not here? I thought I saw that it was in a... Or maybe it's not in this one. Maybe it's in a different building. Maybe it's in the blacksmith one. Oh, no, there we go. So there's 3. Okay, so we're going to try and do them in order, though. So I think there's another one in here. Don't worry, I'll read them. I just don't like the title, though. Let's see here. Is it in here, by chance? No.
What do you want?
So it's got to be upstairs, then. Because it's on a table. This is this table. Ooh, Shiver. Pretty cool. Oh. Wheat grains there. Alright. Not my favorite... Okay. Not my favorite layout of it. Part 2, okay. So we gotta find part 1, then we go in here for part 2, then we go find part 3. Okay. So we gotta find part 1. So it's gotta be in the blacksmith building, or, as I believe, it could be in that bridge building that's over down there. But I want to check this area first. Okay. Do you have a book, by chance? Called something Nord. You don't really look like you do. As I said, I briefly looked at it, so it's not like I know where, like, 100% of where it is. I just know it's in an interior. That's as far as I know. I think all 3 of them are in interiors. So let's go check the bridge station that's down here. See if it's in here. There you go. How long are these? Okay, I like that. Okay, 10 pages. It's fine. Kind of weird that the blacksmith doesn't have a custom mod book, but I guess it's fine. Yeah, I'll showcase all the items later. I'll do the stories first. So it's gonna show that I've read it, right? Because I did read it, but we're gonna read it actually. It's when you flip open the book kind of thing. That's where it records that you've read it. It doesn't mean that you went from like page 1 to page 10 kind of thing. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Kind of wish it was on this level though, so you can easily just get out. The book was on this table. No? Okay, I forgot which table it was on. No, it's on this table. See? So it's just when you flip it open kind of thing. There is an OBSC script that will actually will skip that for you. I don't know if it works if you open the book from your inventory, if it'll just skip it. But yeah. Alright, so let me just see what the other 2, how long the other 2 are. Okay, that's not too long, okay. Alright, so let's start with Melissa's notations, then we'll do Aphelion Araton's diary, then we'll do the short story, I don't know what you want to call this, though. And then I'll show you that the other ones just really are just German stories. Anyway. Melissa's notations. Found documents in Ravenpride. After the purchase of Castle Ravenpride by Heron de Mend, these documents were found and copied by Drathis. Not Drathos, but Drathis. Captain of the castle. Of this castle. The diary of a prisoner named Melissa. My hope is like a glowing flame. It enlightens the darkness and will never extinguish so long as I will live. I do not know how much time I still will have to spare, but I hope and believe that our grief was not wasted, and that at some day someone will thrust the stone from that hole and reveal the skins of leather on which I will stain the happenings of Castle Ravenpride, that he will feel the agony and hate with any word I have scripted here, with ink made of red stone onto these skins. Okay, so something that I do want to mention though is that this person's probably first language is not English, first of all. Because you have this giant paragraph from wasted to here with no comma for like a time you would breathe, right? Because I literally had to breathe twice during this entire area. So yeah, that's really fun. Anyway, and my desire will not wilt. We will free ourselves from this cave of darkness, so as I have sworn, as they laid us in chains and threw us to the feet of the Imperial Captain. And my eyes were able to catch that face of hate and greed of Philin Araton. It was not the first time we have met. I still remember as if it happened yesterday, how he came to our village, and now he miserably tried with his words of tease and feign to seduce me and to tear me away from Marcus, my beloved husband, with the promise to ease the tax burden from our village the Emperor has laid upon. Okay. If I only would give him company beneath his sheets, bastard. But the hate and despise in my eyes blend with his distressed pride from once have fed his greed. For revenge. He could not find a way to dishonor me by his oh so honored words of how he and his ancestors of eldest royal blood enjoy a high reputation in the Emperor's eyes. Since the day of his abject deed, my hate has grown hate for the Emperor and hate for all his serving houses. There are so many shamers along them. Shamers, probably. I don't think you need the second M here, but I could be wrong. Heron de Men, who enjoys a high reputation from the Emperor, is one of them, and I fear the day will come where he will also try to harm us. Cool. Anyway. Harm us if we have not vanished already from Araton's cruelness. I am Melissa Vemiel, daughter of the chief Marcus Vemiel, from a little... Wait, huh? Wait, hang on a second, before we continue though. Okay, didn't she say her husband? Tear me away from Marcus, my beloved husband. I am Melissa, daughter of the chief Marcus Vemiel. Your husband is your father? Or am I reading this too much? From a little village at the border of Valenwald. Valenwald? I mean Valenwood? I will take revenge for what Philin Araton has done to me and my village, as his tricky raid turned my home into a place of death, as he turned this small community into ruins of rubble and ashes, and murdered all of the inhabitants and all my friends. Only my family was brought in chains to Castle Ravenpride, where we will mine for ore till our death is near for our disobedience. Yeah, I can definitely tell the cruelness. I don't know what cruelness. I won't lay with you in bed. Fine, fine, traitors. What? That's pretty much what I got from that. Philin Araton, of whom the other prisoners only talk in a fearful whisper. Fearful has one L, I think. Yeah. Full, like you have a full stomach. And never say his name because they believe he is the embodied evil. Ooh. One prisoner told me of 2 failed rebellions against his brutality and capriciousness. But poor organization and the lack of food have led them to their demise. But a 3rd time, that rebellion will not fail. That was my vow as we gathered with the other prisoners to the candle fire, spread to us as rarely as possible. I do not fear Philin Araton. Whispered plans are made. The hunger for revenge has to be awakened in the prisoners, who still have a shred of hope left. Our plans have grown by night in the darkness, If guards sleep and chains surround our ankles, weapons are made secretly. The chains are not long enough to move around in the entire barracks, but as I moved to one dark corner to ease myself, I found some stones, which can easily serve as a good weapon if you put a little work on them. I am the daughter of a stonemason, and I know the artistic work on stones. I know how to make useful weapons from them. Even our chains could be cut with them. Some of the prisoners were also craftsmen, and together we started to work on them. If the guards sleep on their pallets, drunken from wine, the wine, their only amusement here in the cold and lonesome caves, they never spare it. Our conspiration, is progressing. We watch the guards and exchange messages, but the health of Marcus, my husband, fills me with sorrow. Like husband again. Okay, I'm gonna go back and see if I might have like put too much emphasis into the whole father thing. Philin Eriton gave him the whip as Marcus lowered his pick to take a rest for some seconds. His wounds do not heal well down here, and his leg is inflamed. But nevertheless, they dice him down with me into the mine, while Philin Eriton's insidious sight lies upon me. Marcus's health has become worse, but still, as the head of my beloved father has slept in on my lap for all eternity, I will not give up the hope for the release of the few of my folk which have still survived. Soon one of the guards will return on their patrol. I have to put the leather skin back into its shelter. The guards have been forced up and we cannot do much for the moment. I still try to keep the light of pride and humanity searing through the darkness. A little piece of ancient magic and healing skills given to me by my mother's blood still rests in me, and I won't let it pass out. Many prisoners here have become sick by the rotten air. Cough and fever are the smaller diseases. I try to fight here, but I will not give up. Marcus is now in delirium. Over short or long, Philin will try to let us rot down here in the cells. The flame of anger never burned as hot as today, and Philin Eriton should be cursed till all eternity. Revenge, cruel vengeance, I have sworn him with today, as I saw how Marcus did his last breath in my arms. His body was too weak to fight the disease that crawled through his wounds into his body. I hunger for vengeance, for Owain, my brother, killed by Philin Eriton's men. I can still hear Philin's laughs in my ears as his guards dragged the corpse of my father away from this place, and my curse was echoed by the walls of these cells and caught up by them to keep it for all eternity. I curse you and your breed and everyone who will ever rule that castle with hate and brutality. Everyone of royal blood who will rest here, even if you think that you banished me and our folk, I will not rest till an upright ruler of unroyal blood moved upon Ravenpride's throne. He laughed at me because he doubted the truth in my words. Philin Eriton is a moral demon. Today he tried again to close up on me where Marcus is dead. When Marcus is dead, he thought I would be in the need of someone who fulfills my desires. Ha! I took care that no one will ever fulfill his desires again as I rammed my chains between his legs. And still enough prisoners are left in good on health to wage the break. We will have to be fast to break out of here, because if he will come back to consciousness, my fate will be sealed. I was able to cast a weak protection spell around me as the guards kicked me and threw me against the walls so that I was not killed. Tonight it has to happen. We will get the stone weapons, cut the chains, and then I will strike Philin Eriton down with one vicious cut. The light of the candle is burning out, but tomorrow a new flame will be enlightened. The flame of hope will never extinguish what will live from the vengeance of my curse, even if our plan will fail. Here the notations end. Melissa led the third prisoners' uprising and perished in it. Her ghost, however, remained in Ravenpride. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, but the health of Marcus, my husband, fills me with sorrow. Gave him the whip. And then, as the head of my beloved father has slept in on my lap for all eternity. I don't understand. So, she married her dad? Is that the whole context of this? Yeah, Marcus, my husband. Okay. Yeah, Marcus, my husband. And then daughter of the chief, Marcus Vimile. From a little village. Yeah. Okay, so daughter of this person. So Marcus Vimile is the father. And then later on, they say that, like, but the health of Marcus, my husband... And then the head of my beloved father has slept in on my lap. So Marcus the father and her husband died on her lap? What? Please tell me this is a mistranslation. Please tell me this is a mistranslation. I want to chop it up to that. Because this is creepy and weird if it's not. I married my daughter, but I died in her lap. Like, what? I know Oblivion has... not Oblivion, but, like, I know, like, the Elder Scrolls has some weird, like, history with siblings kind of thing. Or just weird things like this. I think one of the Morrowind characters cloned himself, I think? Into a female body and has like 4 female clones of himself or something like that. It's really weird, but like this kind of reminds me of like that kind of thing. Like I don't really know. Like I don't know. It's weird. I don't understand this at all. That's so strange. I mean, it makes... I mean, if you want to go, like, shock factor... Like, it kind of would have been... It would have been better, though, if it's, like, you keep saying, like, my husband throughout all this, and then it's, like, by the time you see the death, it's, like... And it's, like, but still, like, my husband, Marcus, my father, has slept on my lap for all eternity. It's, like... It was her father the entire time? Like, that would have been much better, though. But I think I got spoiled by this, right? Like, this kind of threw me into, like, wait, is that her father? That is so strange. I mean, what an interesting backstory, but what a creepy backstory, too. It was creepy from the fact that you married your father to then be pursued by this creep. It's just a creepy story in total. Wow. I don't even know if I want to continue that. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay. I kind of don't want to read this one, though. What is this? Her cousin? I am Melissa's cousin. Great. Alright. What follows is the secret diary of the prison's former captain. Captain? I thought this was the lord of it. Like, this was the ruler of this area. Is he not? Former captain? Like, is he captain of the guard? I found them in a concealment. He writes about that woman called Melissa. Oh, okay. This is what, 12 pages still? Yeah. We have some interesting things about Akado, apparently. Alright. That may curse my soul. She must have laid a spell upon me so that the view of her sea blue eyes traced me down even in my dreams. But her force will not be useful for her if she lays in chains in front of my feet, probably. Her soul broken and her body out crying for mercy. No one will rebel unpunished against Philin Eratin, son of one of the mightiest houses in the Empire. Who is that maid that dares to rebel against me? What's the worth of the daughter of a stonemason compared to me? Who owes the trust of the Emperor, so that he made me captain of the guard of one of the mightiest castles of his dominion? So he is captain of the guard, then. I thought she said he was the lord. Hang on. I thought she said he was the lord of it. Or like the king or whatever. Oh no, that threw us at the feet of the Imperial Captain. My eyes were able to catch the... Yeah, it's Imperial Captain. Okay, never mind. I misread it. Again, I misread it, but like... Okay, so far... Okay, so this is a captain. Not related by blood, so that's good so far. I don't know, maybe... No, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to be appearing like I don't understand culture in a sense that maybe it's a German thing or something like that, but I don't want to get too much into that, right? Castle Ravenpride has become the most important prison of the whole country. I mean, if it's like Alcatraz kind of thing, like it's a name that you know, like it's a prison, right? Like it's like it has the reputation kind of thing, then I guess, yeah, important prison of the whole country makes kind of sense. Castle Ravenpride was ruled by me with strong and merciless hand. Oh, I think I'm confusing what Ravenpride is now than what Ravenpride was before. Because Ravenpride now is a castle, where before it was a prison with a captain. That's why I'm getting confused here. It just sparked in my head as soon as he said was ruled by me. It clicked. I have suppressed 2 revolts of the prisoners without losing a single man. Who could have the force to challenge me and my overwhelming power and strategy? Huh? You're making it sound like they outflanked you, kind of thing. Like they had higher numbers. They are weak. They had no food. They were prisoners with no weapons and armor. You're making it sound like they had more numbers, but with like cheap armor and cheap weapons. Like they had 500 men and I only had 100, and we were able to win with no losses. Like, no, there was like maybe, let's say, 10 to 50, and they had nothing. And your soldiers were well fed, had all the energy in the world, and had weapons. So obviously you would win with overwhelming power and strategy. Like, what strategy? I'll just keep punching them down until they all stop. That's pretty much what I'm getting at from here. The first result was read by fistful mutineers, who had to give up shortly because of their lack of organization and not enough food stocks. See? Like, you're making it sound like the opponent is well organized. Like they're a secret organization within your prisoners. They are not. They are prisoners. Like, what? Even if the second revolt took longer, so were my guards able to suppress it by my lead? Led? By my lead, and all rebels were thrown down the cliffs. By my lead. I guess there's supposed to be a comma here. And all the rebels were thrown down the cliffs. No one will ever succeed in conquering me. Even you, Melissa Vemiel, you married your father, apparently, will learn to understand the truth. I will destroy you systematically. That's an interesting word for this story. Huh. Okay. Anyway, you and your family. What? Is that a period? Why'd you put a period in there? That should be a comma. Because you can't have a sentence with 4 words, right? That seems too short for me. At this moment, I already gave orders to destroy your village and to bring you and your family in chains to the jails of Castle Ravenpride. Ha! My heart flatters by the thought of how your pride in life will be broken and you will be mine. Never had I seen such a flame of hate in the eyes of a woman as she kneeled in front of me, even as her hands and feet were chained. This guy's got weird tastes. Your defiance will die, and your flame of life will softly extinguish in the dark. That I swear you, Melissa Vemiel, your father, that weak bastard, will be the first to die on his wounds by the work in the mines, and then you will crawl on your knees to me and beg me to release you from your pains. To get you out of the cold, rotten dungeon, I will wait with desire for that day, and it will come soon. Okay. That's weird. I am pleased to see how your father begins to rot. Am I mistaken, or do I see the flame of pride softly weaken in your eyes? Huh? Okay. I mean, maybe he sees the world differently? Okay. Isn't it a release to see how your father was eased of his pains? Wasn't it wonderful to hear how my guard slid his corpse over the floor to throw him into the mass grave to the other dead? Is your pride broken? No. You had to try and give me a last fire pride, Melissa, but you heard my laughs. Didn't you? Have you really dared to believe that your curse would cause anything? Ha! You know that your arcane force is gone. Arcane force? What? Okay, I mean, your soul will not chase me after your death because it will be too weak, and will only drift away from into the realm of shadows if your light of life is to be extinguished. Missing a couple words here and there. That is the truth you don't want to face. But all before that, you will be mine. That is what I curse at you. Even if you think that I will not break your mind, your body will be mine tonight. I don't want your mind, I just want your body. Alright. That maid is not only a hag, she is an unleashed fiend of Oblivion. What? That's what you wanted to say to the woman you want to sleep with. She is not only a hag, but she is also a fiend from Oblivion. What? Even if it seemed that her soul was passed in darkness and I tried to close up on her to take her body to my property, it was me who was mistaken. A master of herbals told me the truth today, that I will never be able to have descendants. Has she cursed me and my breed? But even if I have lost my fertility, my 3 sons, who even enjoy a high reputation by the Emperor, prove her that her curse will fail. My guards inform me that they punished her too in consciousness after her attack on me, but somehow that demon was capable to heal her wounds and to lead up a rebellion against me. Was everything only a deception? Was the flame beyond these eyes never gone? For the first time since my dominion, prisoners were capable to succeed over my guards and to murder some of them. From where did they have the weapons? How have they made it to cut the chains? Is it maybe true that she is capable of the magical arts? The prisoners were able, under her lead, to occupy the food stocks and to take some guards as hostages. In 1 week, they barricaded the mine shafts. 1 week! By all gods of the Daedra. What? How should I inform the Emperor of this catastrophe? Why would you need to inform the Emperor of it? You only need to inform the Emperor if he knows about it. To keep it under wraps until he mentions, hey, I heard there was a riot. Yeah, we dealt with it. We dealt with it, sir. Don't worry, we dealt with it. Oh, okay. I'll have to, but nothing unexpected happens. Will the prisoners find a way out of the shafts? This would be the biggest shame of my career. On my career, maybe? A jailbreak I could not defeat. I have no idea anymore, but sending a message to the Emperor and ask him for more men? Damn, my hands are shaking. Something has to be done. Oh, that would be very interesting. He has to go to the Emperor and say, hey, yeah, you know that prison that's been well known? Yeah, we need more guards. Some prisoners are revolting. We have made it. The mutineer has been slain. The troops of the Emperor have arrived shortly after I sent him a bird. You flipped him the bird and he sent you cards? But for what price? Between the soldiers of the Emperor, my 3 sons, Gwendarin, Gwelloch, and Gawain. What? You really like the GW names. Because... I mean, I'm no difference. I like the Cal myself. C-A-L, but... Or K-A-L, sorry. But C-A-L, but yeah. I prefer that too. I know Gawain doesn't do that, but you can easily get rid of the A, and you can, like, the first A, and you can easily just say Gawain, right? So... We're with them still. Now I see their slashed bodies after they break through... After they break through... You mean broke through the barricades? They were proud and mighty and fought bravely, but too cocky to prove themselves in combat. But those rebels paid. The prisoners had no choice, had no chance against the superior number of the Imperial troops. The only satisfaction I had was to see the corpse of Melissa Vemiel. What? I thought you wanted to sleep with her. Now you enjoy seeing her dead body? What? Okay, this guy has some weird things going on. Her body bloodied and motionless in front of me, but was her pride broken by now? The sight of her eyes still chases me. I see those sea blue staring eyes, as if she still watches me, as if hidden flames still enlightened them. I don't know why, but I became cold as I saw her lying there. Of course it must be the cold in these old mine shafts. I don't know what will happen. Okay, that's kind of weird. Okay, hang on. What will happen... Okay, what will happen next? Sometimes I think on to the words she cried at me, this curse. But it must be empty words, for that I am sure. The Battle Mage's letter to Filian Eriton. To Filian Eriton, captain of guard of Castle Ravenpride. Huh? Captain of the guard at Castle Ravenpride, maybe? I don't know. Captain, with great sadness, I have been aware of the fact that the men under your command were not able to deal with the mutiny on Castle Ravenpride. The first and second uprising against your reign, I have watched with growing antagonism. Until now, I had faith in your leadership and that you will be in charge of the prisoners and to get them under your control. Faith, at least, because you were capable of ending the first and second mutiny without any losses of your men. Okay, this is a Kato? Kato, you're a moron. What the hell? A Kato. What? I thought you were smart. This just makes you sound dumb. Ah, yes. Hungry prisoners trying to escape. Yes. By that logic, we will give you... captain. What? But the last revolt was not to compare. Nearly your whole guard was killed, and 17 loyal soldiers of the Empire. 17 soldiers? I strongly come to the conclusion that the reasons for these massacres lay in supernatural happen. What? Hang on. Supernatural happenings, and so I focus to close the prison of Castle Ravenpride and will sell it to the royal house of Demend. Heron Demend will rebuild it and use it as his dominion. Furthermore, it took me a long time to make a decision on your future career, but because of your achievements and long-time service, I've decided not to send you home, but instead hope you will use your skills and talent for the wealth of the Empire in one of our prisons in Black Marsh. Signed, Akato. Okay, what? What? Okay. I am disappointed in you because you did not expect the prisoners to use supernatural powers, despite there being magic in our universe. So, instead, you will not be able to go home and be happy. We are going to put you in a prison in the marshland. Good job. Kato, what? And I like how he's like, The first and second uprising against your reign, I have watched with growing antagonism. I feel like I know what that bird means, but I can't for the life of me remember what it means. What does that mean again? Okay, I gotta go find it again because I don't remember how it was spelled. Onism, alright. Active hostility or opposition. What? So he watched with active hostility, with growing active hostility or opposition. Until now, I had faith in your leadership and that you will be in charge of the prisoners and to get them under your control. Huh? What? Wait. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Battle Mage. What's Akado's rank now? Is this before? Isn't he a Royal Battle Mage now or something like that? He's something. I can't remember what he was in Servant of the Dawn. No, he was High Chancellor, wasn't he? Oh, I don't frickin' remember. Maybe this was before he got his promotions kind of thing? Is that worth your growing hostility, though, towards him? And the thing that's really funny, though, is that, like, Akado says, like nearly your whole guard was killed, and 17 loyal soldiers to the Empire. Like, in conclusion, that the reasons for these massacres lay in supernatural happenings. So did he get demoted, or did he just get reassigned to, like, the worst position ever? Because typically what happens is, like, some organizations will try and put the most problematic people in the most, like, far away area, so that they don't become problematic anymore. I think some shows kind of show this too. I'm remembering one, but I can't remember if, like, I remember one that's like there's a far away, like, guard post kind of thing, but, like, I'm trying to remember, like, was the reason that the person was problematic or something else? I can't remember. But yeah, that's kind of weird, though. This guy has weird desires. And it just feels very, I don't know, it's very weird. I don't even want to read this anymore. Let's see here. I mean, you know what? Sure. We'll do part 3. Wait, are they all the same? Or are they just retold in different ways? Oh, maybe these are raunchy ones. Wait, I think these are Morrowind stories. I think these are Morrowind stories, because I remember something about Cloud Cleaver. Okay, cool. Alright, let's do it. The Naked Nord, retold by Rodnara Telra. Morrowind is a timeless country. I mean, have you seen Solstheim in the future? Its lava gutters and endless plains will not change their shapes, and will be added in the world books up to all eternity, just like the confusing marshes of the bitter coast and the marvelous sublimity of the city of Vivek. The time of this story is therefore unimportant to know. The action takers are the one which the attention should befit on. The Nord Helalmar Winesaught got famous about the limits of Morrowind as soon as he wrote down and published his experiences on the island of Vardenfell. His book is the only another version of these experiences, and does not lay to any claim to correctness or completeness. So this is a retelling of a story that was already written by somebody else? So it's like this person wrote a top tier novel, let's say. I'm just trying to see. Oh, but it could be fiction. So this does not like claim to any correctness or completeness. So this one might not be as correct or as complete as that story. Okay, so it's not trying to point the finger like that one's fiction, this one's nonfiction, and then the story that it's trying to shame is like, no, that one's fiction, I'm nonfiction, right? So it's not trying to point the finger and say, I'm real, you're fake, kind of thing. I'm guessing that's what this means. Hilalmar Winesaught imagined Caldera as a dirty town. I almost thought he was going to say woman. I don't know why. Because I kind of thought Caldera could be a person's name. It can be. Change this to a K, and it's a name I would use. As a dirty town, he always spirited this name to the dirty, stinking Khajiit. I don't think that's how you spell Khajiit. I think the J and the H have to be moved around. But again, correctness, right? Which must work in its dirty and stinking minds. Nevertheless, he was on his way there, but not to work there. Prince Nerevar shall shelter him. If this is the part of the quest, it happens in Morrowind. I've seen people play more Oblivion, and I have seen is it more? Yeah, I think I've seen somebody play more Oblivion. So I kind of know the story a little bit, kind of thing. But like, Nerevar is the person you're supposed to be, if I'm remembering correctly. Or you're the current incarnation of him, kind of thing. Okay, so Hilalmar wanted to engroup in an expedition plan to an unknown and not mapped area of Molag Amur, which as Ashlandic name was not able to pronounce without nodding the tongue. Molag Amur. I don't know what nodding the tongue means, but eh. It was told that there were old ruins and even older burial chambers and even a much older Dunmer fortresses to loot out. Not a bad occupation for a true Nord who was proud? Or proud? I don't know. Of himself. Particularly better since Hilalmar wanted to finally use his new axe. His name was Cloud Cleaver, and Hilalmar found that this name really fit to it. It could cleave the clouds? His father had given him this axe. He had used it to kill the fright of the Hrothgar Moor after a spectacular fight with it. It did not disturb Hilalmar that this fright was nothing broad than an undead Nyx hound, which had happened to go astray to the bog. In front of his intellectual eye, the blood of this opponent seemed still to stick at the blade of this excellent weapon. Hilalmar loved Cloud Cleaver about everything. Finally, he was a Nord, and this was his axe. Oh, I thought it was going to be the whole thing like Melissa, where he married the axe. You don't know. You could marry an inanimate object in this series, maybe. I don't know. As he was on his way for several hours, it slowly, but for certain, pressed him to take a break. The rain was actually very frequent for this region. But on this day, the blazing sun played her chance mercilessly and burned swelteringly hot on the sky now. Just as Hilalmar had sit down on a stone, of course, to took a little break, one tall woman ran along the way. She was an Imperial or a Breton. Okay. Hilalmar was not able to agree on that exactly. Wait. Okay. So again, exactly, he though... What? He, though? That she simply looked fantastic. Oh, he thought. Okay. That she simply looked fantastic as she saw the Nord standing there at the wayside and giving her a smile. She stopped and turned around. Son of Skyrim, she said, friendly. Do I go properly in the assumption that you are on the way to Caldera? Wait, where's the other quotation? So do I... Yeah, you started the quotation here, then you ended it. She said friendly. You didn't start a quotation here. So this is... So she said, Haralmar found it fantastic that she had spoken to him. He was fascinated by her long red hair. Yes, that is true. That's what she said. What? All because you missed a quotation here. You missed a quotation here. And technically you missed another one. Because there should be one here too. Okay, yes, that is true. Okay. He answered with his most charming smile. You too? This is proper. This is proper. You start the quotation and you end it. He added just before it became consciously to him? What? Huh? He added just before it became consciously to him. You said the same word twice, but you added it to be, I think it's an adverb? You made it, you added a word, then you added an adverb after it. That's the same word. What? That this question was stupidly. Okay, are you just making them lees now? Because that doesn't make any sense. Just before it became conscious to him that this question was stupid. That makes more logical sense here. Instead of just adding consciously stupid. Like, what? Anyway, she had no other reason to take the way and asked Haralmar for his destination. However, the woman said nothing but extended her hand for greeting. She introduced herself as Sasia Karistania? Or Karistania? I don't know. Karistana. Karistiana. I don't know why I keep trying to put emphasis that there's an I here. It's so weird. Alright, I am just on my return from an important order and on the way to the Mage Guild in Caldera. That makes sense. Sometimes NPCs will refer to the Mages Guild as the Mage Guild, right? Or as the Guild of Mages. So this kind of fits. I can't remember if Morrowind had topics like that. I didn't play Morrowind for too long. And from more Oblivion, I don't remember if the person ever talked to anybody. I know they were talking over everybody, but like, I don't know if they ever talked to an NPC. They called it Mage Guild. Haralmar stood up immediately and faced her stiffly. I'm Haralmar Winesot. What a weird name. And want to participate in an expedition which starts in Caldera. And therefore, I am here. What? Did you misspell the name? Didn't you spell it correctly before? You spelled it right before. How did you get it wrong? Twice! You got it wrong twice! How? You had the... I don't even... Maybe this is not the right spelling. Maybe this is the right spelling. Who knows? Okay, whatever. The Nord took a break, why is there a knee, and positioned his hands behind his back because he recognized that he was playing with them nervously. What? Playing with what? His hands? I mean, okay. You probably want to, Ralmar got so much coincidental into that tangle that he broke off and only looked at Saucia. She still smiled and the wind played with her hair. Only the herd of awkward guars on a pasture behind them disturbed this actually perfect atmosphere with its ominous lutes. What? You surely claim to accompany Haralmar. Am I right? Haralmar brought up only a more or less purposefully nodding. Fine, she said. What? Only a more or less purposefully nodding? What? I'm confused. You could have just said Haralmar nodded. And you don't need to be this descriptive with it. Brought up only a more or less purposefully nodding. Like, you could have just said Haralmar nodded. Or nodded purposefully. I don't know. Fine, she said. Then come on. We will not arrive before tomorrow morning, so we must find a place for the night. The way she emphasized place for the night exited Haralmar. To be continued in the next part. Okay. This is correct. Correct this. Oh my word. That is actually kind of hilarious. Completeness, I mean... What's the actual spelling of it? I'm curious. Hang on. Let's wait till it actually... Morrowind... Caldera, maybe. Is that actually the spelling? Yeah, okay. So, according to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, okay, so actually I should probably let OBS be okay. So, according to the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages, okay, this spelling, hang on, this spelling is correct. This spelling, however, is incorrect. According to this. Unless there's two different towns. And they're talking. And they sound similar. And this guy is just a nitwit kind of thing. Alright. That's really funny though. Alright. So, part 2. Haralmar stacked up wood for a campfire and ignited it. Saucia fetched now water from a near pond to prepare something to eat. When she came back, Haralmar took his axe Cloud Cleaver gently into his hand and approached her. May I introduce my axe to you, Saucia? It is called Cloud Cleaver. This is like the emphasis of... what's the stereotype? Oh my word, what's the stereotype? Is it Nords in general or something like that? There's a quest in Oblivion, it's the whodunit one, that I think it's an Imperial or Redguard just literally just rips into a Nord saying like, of course you only think about like something else. I don't know. Anyway. However, Saucia did not seem to take him into account at all, but looked all the time on her shoes. It would be less nerve-wracking here, really, if there were not all the heaps of guar dung, all 3 foot, another one. What? She complained loudly. When did she start the sentence? It's guessing it's supposed to be here? Oh, by the way, I don't think you need to end the sentence for you to be able to start this. I don't think so. I never do, but I've never been told that's wrong, but I have been taught that like you're supposed to start a new line when somebody's speaking. But yet whenever I don't do that, I'd never get told anything. Anyway, rubbing off her shoes at the dry grass, she finally looked at Hilalmar and asked what he wanted with the axe. Yeah, she had surely regretted it afterwards because the Nord immediately started to tell her about heroic deeds which were already done by his ancestors with this axe, and that he was honored to carry it now, and about all the unimportant details of any allegedly thrilling fight against one rotting Nixhound. After really 2.5 hours, you have to have an S after the hours, because 2.5 hours doesn't make sense. It kind of does, but you need an S in there to emphasize that it's longer than it. Celsius stopped the conversation enervetedly and swore herself to never again ask a Nord about his weapon. She packed Hilalmar gently at the shoulder, and he understood it immediately. Okay. He bent forward to her and scrambled his shirt of the body in the same time just before he could touch her lips. He closed his eyes. He only saw the blackness in front of himself, but he could smell her beguiling smell. Okay. Didn't know the story was going to go here, to be honest. The time at which his head came toward her with closed eyes lasted an eternity to Hilalmar. Finally, he did not bear it anymore and opened his eyes again. He looked astonishedly as he noticed that he had not come any closer to Sasia. She was still in front of him and smiled. This time, not from kindness, but from jeers. It actually lasted for a while until Hilalmar realized that he could not move anymore. Neither his head nor his arms or his legs. They still obeyed his will. Standing on the ground, he sedentarily could not even turn the neck or bend his back. His eyes turned aside, and he saw the Sasia hand laid on his shoulder. It radiated a weak greenish glimmer. The vexed Hilalmar wanted to yell and swear at Sasia as a witch, but he wasn't able to get his lips apart. Okay, there's no P's in the part. There's no 2 P's in the part. They were still sharpened to form an embarrassing kissing position. With clearly consternation? I don't know if that's actually the right word. I've never heard of it before. The Nord saw that Sasia, the witch, took away his clothes and even his trousers. The worst thing was obviously that she then lifted Cloudcleaver up and took his axe away. Cloudcleaver, the axe of his ancestors, was in the hand of a witch. Such a kind of degrade he never had learned before in his life. Hilalmar was ashamed that he had betrayed his father and his ancestors with such a kind of behavior. Wow. I remember this quest. I remember somebody... Well, they didn't succeed because they ended up, I think, killing both him and the witch. But, like, I understand where the story is, right? The paralysis lasted about 4 hours. When Xilestar was able to move again, he felt like a dirty, stinking Khajiit. Still wrong spelling. Just after 2 days of forced labor in the mines. Does this page actually have the correct spelling of Khajiit? I wonder if I'm correct. No, I'm not seeing it. Alright. I think I see a Khajiit's name. That doesn't really help me, though. Just says as a master trainer is in sneak. Found upstairs at somebody's shovel. Yeah. Alright. Less than 4 hours, I was able to move again. I felt like a first labor. Okay. With the added feelings like a step in the Gwar heap, like a person which has beaten to the ground by a Kwama scout, or overstepped by a giant scrib, and tear it apart into handy bits, or without further ado, humiliated and woken up after several dozen Thirsk mead cups. Anyway, Xilestar had never felt as miserable as in this pitch black night. And to his bad luck, it began to thunder, but without rain. This surprised a nearby herd of Gwars, and they ejected even more ominous loots. A panic-stricken Gwar came even up to Xilestar, who lay there on the ground and did not know what he should do without Cloud Cleaver. Due to the worm salvia of the Gwar, Xilestar realized that he was naked. A naked the Nord. What? Okay, that's such a weird way to phrase it. Shortly after this realization, it began to rain, and the Gwar looked for a big mushroom which he could work as a protection. Xilestar would never thought that a Gwar was capable of such complex considerations, but he did not care in the end, and he took himself under a big mushroom umbrella too. Oh! I literally went somewhere else when they say mushroom, but now I'm starting to understand. It means like the Shivering Isles mushrooms kind of thing. Okay. To be continued the next part. No, I thought it was a euphemism, but it's not. That was like, he has a big, like, you know, but like, no, that's not exactly how it went. And that was actually really... Alright. Last one, okay. Part 3. The next morning was cold. Anyway, it seemed cold to Xilestar because he did not wear any clothes. He was not able to return to Xilestar because she then would paralyze him again, and he did not like to become a lollipop for a Gwar one more time. Huh? Did the Gwar lick him? Okay, apparently this is new information. He would need help. This was clear to him. He helplessly looked around whether there were anybody on the empty way, because the option to go to Caldera, or Caladra, apparently, and get new clothes was under every dignity. It is now said that a person, whether man or woman, came along the way. The race of this person is unknown too. There is just a little knowledge about this one, except the strange rumor that a short time after that day, this person was kept to be the rebirth of Prince Nerevar, but certainly there might be no little truth to it. You could have phrased this differently, to be honest. You could have just said, we don't remember, like I forget if the person was man or woman, and I forget what race they were. Like, make it seem like you forgot who it was, right? Instead of making it sound like they're a mysterious person. You know who they are! Like, what? Because a person like this would have never helped a naked Nord in the wilderness. However, Xilestar asked the traveler whether he or she could help him, and fortunately both of them joined on the hunt. Both of them? Wait. Maybe this is phrased weird, but it makes it sound like the Prince Nerevar person has a person with them. So both of them joined on the hunt for the witch. Xilestar was on a little hill on a rest when she saw the two shapes getting closer. If I remember correctly, she was like up a hill where he was standing. If I'm remembering that correctly. Luckily, they hung over her back, because you know how Oblivion and all that stuff kind of works. You know that there's nothing to kind of hold it, right? It was weird. Anyway, over a heavy axe, but she must be brave if she wanted to assign a lesson to this damn boaster. She suspected that the Nord thought about her as a cruel witch, because somebody of his format, does not take notice about such emphatically masculine macho games like the ones from him in the last night. The two approached her, and she could tell Halamar's anger from his look on her. The person beside the Nord came nearer, ran to her, and mentioned her why she had taken the axe away from poor Halalmar, and what at all she imagined to do so. Xilestar did not like to imagine what kind of tall stories Halalmar told this person. She decided to go into the offensive. "Hello, traveler," she welcomed the person friendly. "It seems like you have already met my good friend Halalmar. My name is Xilestar Karistiana." Maybe I'm not putting emphasis on an I being here, but it just sounds like I am. "The healer. How can I help you both?" "I would like to demand cloud-colored black," the person answered for certain. Xilestar only smiled after that demand. "Oh, I do not think that Halalmar is already ready to get it back. I still can see the rage in his little Nord eyes blazing up. However, if he meets me in 3 days in the guild house of the mages in Caldera, I will give him all his things back, but not a minute earlier." Like the way she emphasized it, apparently she would not let any contradiction to be valid. The stories are now again in a disagreement. The one say the unknown person would have killed Xilestar and given Cloudcleaver back to the Nord. Others think that Halalmar had actually waited for 3 days and finally got his experience of life, and for the expedition, which was the actual cause why he had taken the way to Caldera. The truth is only known by Halalmar while saw it, and he did rather inaccurately go on about this happening in the notes. Unfortunately, you cannot ask him anymore because he died 2 years before this retelling was written. In fact, he got killed at the result of a very high jump, which he had executed from a found scroll named Ikarian Flight. Yes, to be known by someone you need not to have much news. Okay, the end. Okay, so that's it for this mod. I'm sorry for the big sort of duration. I didn't realize it was going to be this long, to be honest. I actually kind of thought that this was actually going to be very, very short. But I do want to say this again, just in case you do not know. Hang on. Alright, so what I wanted to mention is that I'm going to be changing a few things for this video and the next. Oh, wait, yeah, we're supposed to show off some items. I'll go do that really quick while I go and explain. So, remember, remember what I said earlier in this, well, if it's the complete earlier in the video, but if it's part 1 kind of thing. What? Oh, I think I know what had happened. Okay, I think one of these has a script attached to it where Melissa's supposed to go to you, and that's exactly what happened. Alright, so... yeah. If you can read this, go right ahead. I don't know what it is. I think I read that it's a short story. It's a German short story. What's this one? Yeah, I don't want to go too much, right? Okay. Anyway, so let's see here. What's missing name? Broken items cannot be equipped. Okay, so what about the battle axe? Looks very cool. Alright, what about Redeems' Claymore? That looks pretty cool. What about this one now? Oh, it's the same one? Okay, what about this one? I think it just has a different damage. It's pretty interesting. Okay, what about this one? Ooh, the Schwert von Redeems. It's just an Ebony Claymore. Alright. Shade Steel Bow. Actually, that looks actually pretty cool. It's like a pretty cool looking bow. It's definitely like a reskin of the Steel Bow, though. Which all of these are pretty much reskins of pretty much. Shade Steel Claymore. The Shiver one. Actually, this one might be Fine Steel. Wait. Maybe this is Fine Steel. It's not just steel. Oh, maybe they are Fine Steel, actually. The War Axe. The War Hammer. Okay, that's all that stuff is pretty cool. Alright. Okay, so what do I'm gonna take off the regalia. Okay, what do the boots look like? Okay, they're the Russell felt shoes. Okay, what about the amulet? What's the amulet? Oh, okay. That's not a very good system, to be honest. You have to equip an amulet for that to work. Not a very good system. Yeah, so it's just a Blackwood Company armor. That's not a very good armor to have as your thing. Alright, and Shade Steel? Or Shade... Yeah, Shade Steel. Thought it said Shade Scale for a second. I was like, oh, did I get it wrong? The gauntlets look very funny. Is it just a different gauntlet, maybe? No, it's the right one. There's a different helmet, though. Kind of looks like Mythic Dawn armor mixed with leather boots. And I can't... Maybe leather gauntlets, maybe? Like, it's really weird. And then what does the... I'll just use the longsword. Yeah, it's a fine steel thing. Okay, so Dwarven Shield retexture. Retexture. What about this? Mithril Shield. Very cool, very cool. Alright, I like that. Alright. It looks like a really cool looking armor, though. And then just a normal steel shield. Alright. It's a very cool looking armor. Very cool looking items. Do the arbor ratings make sense? No, okay, I'm not going to go through that again. Well, alright, so that's going to be it for this mod. Yeah, so just remember that this will be the whole entire video. The audio will be bumped up a little bit. I'm going to bump it up to what I believe is going to be the safe thing. So let me know if this is a lot better for you guys. But before you do that, I want you guys to wait until the next mod playthrough. That will happen right after this one. And comment which one you like more. This one, so comment on the complete. Comments like, oh, the way that you did, what do you call it? The way you did Fight for Castle Ravenpride's, like, good, or the way that you did the next mod is better, kind of thing, right? Like, comment on that video specifically. Don't go to, like, let's say the next mod and go, oh, I like the Fight for Castle Ravenpride one better. It's like, don't do that, because then it confuses me. It's like, did you like this one? Did you like Castle Ravenpride one more? So just comment on the video that you liked more, and yeah, because if I do what I'm going to do for this series, it'll be a lot easier on me, kind of thing. But if I do it for the next one, it's going to be a little longer process, but it should be fine. So yeah, so that's it for Fight for Castle Ravenpride. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. It's a bit longer at the end because, of course, stories and stuff like that. And I don't have like a text-to-speech thing. If I did, I would leave that on. But yeah, so I'll see you guys next time for the next Oblivion mod playthrough.